I vape, and I vape a lot of time, and that's why I stopped vaping. It was I have a friend, and that friend has like a type of cancer.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our podcast Just Us. In this episode, we have an special, which is something that is really trendy in our current days. Basically, vaping in teenagers. So, with me today, I have my friends Lorena Vidal, Abdullah, and Alessio Fantasia.
Not less important, your moderator, Susan Tomas. Apologies to her.
What we know about vapes is that it's something like more modern into what it is cigarettes, which is on the old days. So this, even though it can take us to the same risk, dangerous risk that cigarettes have, like cancer or other diseases, this is even more dangerous for all of us and more in teenagers that have a lot of life up front, and they shouldn't be doing that. And we all in this room, we're not in like support of this action. So now, what do we think, Paul? What can you say of it?
I think this is a very controversial topic because nowadays, like 90% of the teenagers do it and think it's like a normal thing to do, which is not healthy at all, or think it's like safer than smoking cigarettes.
In my opinion, it's too difficult to like don't do these actions. Like for example, in my opinion, like people or teenagers on 12 to 15, everyone have the addiction of vaping.
So, I don't know about you guys, but have you ever been around a group of people where they are, most of them, vaping
Yes.
constantly?
Yes.
Yes.
So, yeah, that is the main reason why people start doing that, because something called peer pressure, and they think so basically, people think that they will miss out on something or think that they are not part of the group, so they start doing it, and that is the main reason it spread so much, and there are many people doing that.
I also think that that's like a part of why teenagers started, and a bunch of people also, not only teenagers, but specifically in this case, teenagers. Also, it is, I think, marketing. They like people, the ones that make this elements, this damageful type of element. A lot of marketing on it, like they have a bunch of flavors. We have like many types of flavors which original cigarettes don't have, and many people don't like what it is, the flavor or the smell of the original cigarettes. So as people see like all of this like artificial flavors, they can say, oh, this is like controversial or interesting or different, so it may sound like better or not that riskful for some teenagers, which is completely wrong.
In my opinion, the people take this addiction by seeing the other people vaping, and also it's not helpful.
Also, the fact that people on social media tend to make it look like it's safer from cigarettes, but it's almost the same thing, almost as dangerous as cigarettes are. And people look at it as something fun because of the different colors and flavors, and also the different type of, like, I don't know, like tricks that you can do with that and the smoke of it. So maybe that's one of the main reasons of why people tend to do it, because they are curious about how it looks or how it tastes.
Yeah, it's basically that. I think that basically of all the marketing that they put on these products, that they're still so bad for our health. Basically more into what it is teenagers of like our age or even more younger or more older, it still damages a lot of what it is our brain, our system. And the pods they had, which we researched, they produce like certain damage on our brain, and we're on process of learning every day. We're in school, we're on university, and that can damage us, our learning, and even to our progress in life.
So yeah, the also another point is that, of course, there are many people getting into vaping, but the thing that it keeps them doing it is the nicotine that these vape devices contain. The nicotine is basically I think a chemical that makes a reaction in your brain that makes you feel pleasure, like makes you feel good. So what the point is that many teenagers stay in this since they want to feel that, they chase that feeling by doing this, and it is very bad because at the same time they're inhaling all these chemicals that this vape contains.
Also, I can give you like an example, a real example that I see with my eyes. So the other day I was walking into Betania Street, no? So I see like a group of teenagers. Maybe I see there was like 15 years to 17. So that guys were vaping, and I see how that guys change different vapes, like, oh, you need to taste this one, this blueberry, and oh, you need to taste this one is strawberry. So they like making change of different flavors, and in my opinion that's not hygienic and like it's not safe.
Yeah, so as Abdullah says, those examples are really seen frequently in real life, and also the fact that some people are trying to convince others to vaping, but like they don't want to, and they keep insisting until they convince the other person to do it, and that's when people tend to start like with the addiction of doing it.
I actually have seen, like, I have many friends that do this, and I think that if this suddenly will disappear, like tomorrow, this would be a complete disaster to everyone, because people are really addicted into what is nicotine, and not only like the vape, there are also other implements that are like pills of full nicotine that they get to the point to drive into that phase, which is even worse, which they're both bad, but that is the bad addiction. What do you think about that? I think that if vape disappears tomorrow, or even in a future time, this would be like completely a disaster for everyone.
I think the people will feel like kind of like this,
Like lost.
Some people live for it,
Yeah.
so like they won't find a way, or some other people find it like a coping mechanism, so they won't have like that thing that they always do, and they will feel maybe stressed about it.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends that I have seen it a lot in my friend group that these things tend to be robbed, and a lot, very frequently. So when that happens, many of my friends get stressed, they feel anxious, they feel the need to buy another one as soon as possible, and that doesn't seem good. They cannot last one day or even hours without a vape, and that seems very bad.
Say it's like very common that our group of friends are vaping like constantly, and the thing that I see is that they like change, and it's like, why you change the different flavors of vape? What do you think, Susan? What do you think, Lorena?
I think maybe like the feeling of having to try new flavors or every flavor that is out there. It's like something they need to and feel the necessity to, oh, I need to try this one and the other one and see how this one tastes. And that's when most addictions like begin.
Yeah, because the targets they want to reach are mainly younger people, mainly. So they release types of flavors like very common things like strawberry, blueberry, things like that, and that makes it like when you are already into that, like you, it makes you want to try more, to get even deeper in, you get even deeper into the addiction. So that is very bad and contain different chemicals that they are very bad, and it can range between the flavors, and some are worse, some are bad, but they are all bad, but some are very worse. Like, have you seen what some dyes contain? Like a dye called Red 40. That dye is made up of very dangerous chemicals and shouldn't be even
Like selling on the
it shouldn't be licensed,
market.
commercialized.
Yeah.
And in some countries it is even prohibited. And some vapes contain those types of chemicals that are not allowed to be sold to the public, and that is very, very dangerous.
Alessio said yes, all of that flavors that vapes have, they are pretty controversial, much because that is like food that we eat on our daily base. Maybe like the blueberry one, the blueberry flavor, which maybe I love blueberries, and I see that a vape has a scented of blueberry, so I see like maybe I would love that taste or that flavor, so maybe that would like make me feel like to buy it even more.
Vapes may seem harmless. People think it's just flavors and colors and different sizes, but it isn't just that. Many companies show this product as something fun, and that's what makes people get addicted. Vapes bring damage into our system, such as lung cancer and also brain damage, even anxiety and stress. If you or someone else you know wants to know more information about it or wants to quit vaping, visit the website Through Initiative.
Welcome back, guys. So after this midterm break, for us to rest our ideas and our thoughts to speak more clearly into what is this controversial topic, I want to ask you something more personal. Something that is why is our podcast called Just Us Talking? No filters, no nothing, just the completely truth. So, have you guys ever vaped in your lives? I have. So now that I said that I have, but I regret about doing it. I'm not in pro of it. I'm against of it because I am not proud of my decisions, and I think that's not good for my health and for all of us.
So tell me about your experience. How was that? How was the moment leading up to that?
Okay, so as you said at first, one of the most like
Common.
common
Mhm.
one of the most common purposes of why all teenagers do it, and most of the people is of group, how do you say it, peer group,
Peer pressure.
peer pressure, my bad, peer pressure. So I was at my best friend's birthday, and they had like a bunch of vapes, which at first I didn't like it because I'm not in pro of that. I have never been. But if of like everyone saying like, do you want to try it? Like, just try it. And I was like, wow, maybe I can try it. Like, I'm not gonna be like apart, because even of that I was not like friends of them. So I basically just try it, and I didn't like it at first. I didn't know even how to do it. So yeah, I didn't like it at all, but I have tried it and I completely regret of it, and in my plans, in my future plans, that there's like not doing it again.
For the question that asked Susan, so I want to answer. So yeah, uh, I vape, and I vape a lot of time, and that's why I stopped vaping. Is what I have a friend, and that friend have like a type of cancer after vaping. He have an pulmonary cancer, and it was too difficult for me to help them to have like, and it was so difficult. And now that friend is in India, living and taking different kind of medicine to survive. And yeah, that's why I stopped vaping.
I'm really sorry for that, Abdullah.
Yeah.
But I think that that's like a hint of like through for you to stop doing that.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry for him because of that. I think no one should deserve that, should deserve cancer. But he will get better, don't worry.
I think that was like a type of message
Yeah.
for many people, not only you, to stop doing that.
That was like kind of like a stop signal for you to like maybe give him give you a reason to stop doing it. So yeah, I hope your friend gets better.
So that was, guys, is like a real topic that you need to stop vaping. I have like my experience, but it's so difficult. Please don't vape.
Well, in my case, I never vape. I've been offered to, but I've always said like no. I've been like in a lot of pressure where a bunch of people and a group of friends have told me like, okay, come and try this or taste this one or taste the other one, and but I always said no. So yeah.
In my experience in the past, I think that I have vaped multiple times, and not to the point to call myself like an addict, but I have vaped multiple times in the past. But there was a point where I saw like a TikTok, in my phone, and basically it was telling all the things it can cause, and it gave me curiosity, and I started digging a lot deeper, and I found a lot of things, a lot of cases, real cases about people dying or getting even vocal cord damage. In they have to insert like, they have to drill a hole here, and they have to talk through that or through a machine. At that that was the thing that made me stop, because it basically scared me, and I didn't want to end up like that. And since then, I have not vaped since.
Wow, there's like so different stories in between us. So I have known of all of us for a lot of time, and I haven't heard of your stories. And I think they're both all different because Lorena, for example, has never take hit of it. Abdullah have, Alessio have, and I haven't. No, I have also. My bad. So yeah, I love that about us, and that we can be honest to our viewers, and in between us, we can regret of our actions, but also learn about them.
So we have collaborated with the company John Hopkins Medicine, and have talked to various people that have been affected by this. Here's one of my friends actually that I brought there and influenced him to stop doing this, which is vaping. So, as we say in the podcast, it is a very bad activity, and it shouldn't be done by people of our age. And so, yeah. Thank you.
So now, this podcast is basically more not to tell our lessons, but more to a reminding for all of us that are seeing us to just like to acknowledge that not everything you see on the internet is good for yourself and for your health and for the people that are around you. So we want to say to all of you guys that if you are doing this, stop doing it because it's not good for you, and you can get into like some bad things, like Alessio said, like the one thing on the throat, or getting cancer, as Abdullah's friend is currently, which I don't think any one of us would like that to happen to you. So we'll see you on the next podcast, and thank you for watching us. Bye.
Bye.